Hi piano students! This video will be a tutorial or an instructional video for Ode to Joy with two hands. Melody in the right hand and bass notes, just one in the left hand. Treble, bass clef, treble clef, bass clef. Right hand, left hand. Just a little reminder. Another reminder, because I just think some of you are going to try this. Practice hands separate first. I always start with the right hand because the right hand usually has the melody, which is the singable part of the music. And it's easier to start with that and get that in your ear and in your fingers, before you start the left hand. So practice right hand first, get that down, get it memorized in your fingers, in your head, in your eyes, with the music, and then move on to left hand, bass clef. Get that memorized in your ear, in your fingers, in your eyes. When you have them both down, separate, you can play them separate with little to no mistakes. Then slowly practice them hands together. That is the best way to practice. If you try to practice fast, if you try to practice hands together, then you will practice and learn with a lot of mistakes. And that is no fun. So just take my word for it and practice hands separately first. All right? Let's get into this. All righty. First things first, when you're starting with your right hand is not going to move from these 5 notes. This is middle C. It does not start on middle C, but you can still have your fingers on the home row keys. And they don't need to move from there. They're not going to go up here. They're not going to go down here. They aren't even going to stretch. They're going to stay at these first 5 notes. C, D, E, F, G. But it starts on your third finger, and the note is E. All right. You should have fingerings on your music. It's important to follow them to help your fingers develop that natural knowing of where to go. Third finger on E. You see my fingers didn't go anywhere. And my fingers, I didn't do any of this. They didn't come away from the keys. Just very chill. Your fingers stay there. All right. Left hand. Your left hand will play 2 notes. And again, just like the right hand, your left hand is going to be on home row, except instead of your thumb on C, your pinky is on C. Your pinky should be on the C that is 1 octave below middle C. So your right hand, your thumb will be on middle C on your right hand. Go 8 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 7 down. If you count this C, if you count this C, it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is where your pinky on your left hand will begin. And the only 2 notes you're going to play are 5 on your left hand, which is C, and 1 on your left hand, which is G. And the whole time, your left hand is going to go back between those 2 notes. I am going to sing the melody, and I am going to play the left hand part. Joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee, opening to the sun above. And that is the whole left hand part. Literally going back and forth from C, G, C, G, C, G, C. Now this last part is a little different. G, C. It's the only time it's different. So I'm going to play both hands together, and then I will end this video. I want to say one thing just to help you guys a little bit. With those bass notes, so let me look at my camera here, see what, okay, good. So, most of the time, so we haven't talked about note values yet, but these circles that are hollow, these are called whole notes. They get 4 beats. So you see this up here, you're playing 4 notes, and you just have 1 here. The length of this is equal to these 4. 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. We're going to talk about this more. So each time you're going to hold this for 4 beats. That's important. If you move from here to here before you're done playing here, it's not going to match up. Except down at the bottom, the last measure, these are half notes. So if this is worth 4 beats, these are worth 2 beats each. 2 plus 2 is 4. We know that. So these are worth 2 beats, and that's why it's played a little bit differently. I hope that helps you with your practicing. Until I see you again, well, as I always say, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask via email or text message, or you can call me. If not, until I see you again, happy practicing.